am as harmless as ladybug spots reflecting sun.
When my back is broken from all this weight, and the pain is terrifying.
From now on, I am the third word in a sentence of 16, and I don't care if you forget me, just don't let your thoughts perish.
And I could not hear, see, or feel what God was doing. And at this particular time, this particular guy, he flew in.
Cause when I look in the sky, I wonder if I'll be sent up there. Thinking of heaven, that's a place I would love to live in and literally spend endless years.
I appreciate y'all for watching the East by Southeast Spoken Word Showcase. I am Selah V, and I'm here with Susan Beall Summers. Glad to have you back again.
Well, it's nice to be back. Thank you.
I've heard you've done a lot of publishing this year.
I have been published in several different anthologies, either within Texas for sure, and some that were just local through friends that I knew, and some that I'm really proud of, like Baylor University's Beall House of Poetry, spelling their name Beall, the same way my middle name is spelled, my maiden name. And I was very excited about that, to read at Baylor recently. And diversity, we've had 2 of these since the last April, because we had a September festival for our 20th celebration, and I'm on the board with the Austin Poets International, who sponsors the festival. And this is the festival that just ended this past Sunday. I'm still in recovery from that, but it's quite a bit of fun, always.
That is very, very exciting. We actually had Barbara Youngblood Carr on the show earlier, and she was sharing with us that she was in the anthology and how she put things together in the back with the birds of a feather flocked together.
We were flocking.
That's right. The poets are definitely a family, and we see each other as such. So,
and if you want to get published, if you see your words in print, there are plenty of places to do that. Just go to some open mics.
Definitely, definitely. What open mics do you attend?
I love Kick Butt Coffee, Sunday night, Spoken and Heard in Austin.
Joe B. Element,
that's right. And M.L. Thompson and Hot Tamale.
All right.
And Expressions at the Baha'i is it's first Saturday every month. I think it's on a Saturday.
Is that the Baha'i Faith Center?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's called Expressions, and almost every night of the week there isn't a poetry open mic somewhere. Ruta Maya, the Cafe Express of Ruta Maya, has on Tuesday nights. I mean, almost every night. It's hard to keep track of them all in my head, and there's just so much to do here in Austin.
Yeah, that is true. If you're a poet and you're looking for a venue, there's something going on pretty much every single night of the week. So
you can check Facebook for different Austin performing poets or Austin International Poetry.
Absolutely. So what did you bring for us today?
I brought some things that I did publish with a couple of different places, and this one I'm most proud of is Arbinger Asylum, a couple of guys down on the coast that we just had here. One of them as the editor as a special guest for the festival, Dustin Pickering, and they do a great job putting together the Arbinger Asylum, and it's an anthology that well-known poets get into, and I was excited to be in this, so I'm reading a more serious piece out of this that is
there a theme specific to this anthology?
This one, I don't think so. Sometimes there are. And it was, maybe they were going for something. Goldfield Labor Story was one of the cover here, but I'm not, and it seems to be a mix of things in here.
Well, I'm excited to see what you've been working on this year.
Oh, well, I've been excited about everything that I've been doing, and I've even been out in California participating in a few open mics out there, and gosh, I'm telling you, Austin has it all over California. I'm telling you, it's too bad for them.
That's right. Well, Austin, Texas, I hope you're ready to hear some of Susan's poetry, and I hope that you enjoy.
Hi, I'm Susan Beall Summers. Had an exciting year, and this is one of the poems I had published with the Salado Legends to restore the Serena statue that sits in the riverbank there. And this is called Piscivorous. My pirate blood beckons to sail oceans, seek treasure, rediscover sailor lore. The fantasy mermaid is found along the reef or rocky shore, piscivorous, cold fish-eater, glassy eyes vacant as the sky, scales stained with ocean blue, jagged teeth to rip through you. She's steeped in salty tears and disrespected through the years. Her heart is cold and mutable as the sea. You may want to hold her, but leave her be. She will seduce you, lure you to the deep, hold you for eternal sleep. Half one thing, half another, never belonging on the land, never happy in the sea. Lonely, dangerous, tempts the heart of wayward man, promises what she cannot give, so she can take what she wants or needs. Beware the seducer, tormentor, pestiferous, cannibal, as she hunts and feeds. And this one was published with Anya Deshawn in one of her couple of different things that she was doing with friends. The EXSE 12-12-12 event was one of those. And she also did a gathering of tribes for all of the hosts of different poetry venues around the city. And this is from the EXSE. It's called Economic Mirrors. We raised our standard to be excess and built a house of credit card debt. We are shocked to learn to get by with less, and like it or not, we helped create this mess. Some of our closets could shelter a family of 4. It's all excessive, and yet we want more. We get fatter and then pay a trainer at the gym to work his magic and make us slim. We pay $5 for fancy coffee drinks, but don't have change for the homeless streets. We treat less fortunate with disdain and a shove, and when do we learn it's all about love? An excess of blame is the chorus line. The government, the banks, where's mine? Honey, get over it. It's not the economy. It's just the mirror of you and me. Another place, I feel like I'm really bragging, but I really am proud of this. I got accepted, one of my haikus was accepted, 3 of my haikus were accepted into a Southwestern haiku publication by Dos Gatos Press. I believe it's called Lifting the Sky or Raising the Sky. They always do a fine job with their publications, and this is their first foray into haikus. So this is one that did not make it. I don't want to share the ones that did, but this one did not make it. Bent lone palm, silhouettes sunlight, gentle breeze. Haikus are quick. You've got to really focus to get those syllable counts down to the bones. And this is Arbinger Asylum that I talked about during the interview. Grand illusion in 4 parts. 1, isolation. This life is the grand illusion. This life is but a temporary stay. We dream of terrifying monsters and invite them into our home, paying for the privilege of their entertainment value in our living rooms. The murderers, adulterers, thieves, and idol worshipers become our living idols. We invite them all inside. When the false prophets cry and tell us of salvation and damnation, we pay them too. We do not know our neighbor, but we know every sordid detail of every deceptively beautiful creature, living a fantasy life under the lights that never cease shining upon them. We walk away from the sick, the poor, the suffering, to spend more time with the electrons which form pictures and words for our pure entertainment. We are richly entertained and poor in spirit. 2, condemnation. The final judgment is not to condemn us. We condemn ourselves to lives of poverty, to lives of guilty pleasures, indulgences, and shame, to lives of isolation and artificial intelligence with artificial body parts. Even our lips are filled with unnatural substances. And we scorn the natural to create a mask of paint and plastic. Our bodies are mutilated and disfigured and become unrecognizable to ourselves. Inside the beautiful flask, there is no water or wine, only hollow echoes of a life drained of all its essence. 3. Torment. The final judgment is a recapitulation experience where we fully develop, reclaim our power, and are able to see the beauty of each living cell. In this illusion, even our children are taking from us, so that we can create idols to trade for other idols. Our food is created by pollution and blood from foreign lands. Taken from windows, it offers no nourishment. It lacks vitality, and when we consume it, it takes our vitality from us. We put greater importance on the things that are even more temporary than our temporary stay. We live in lies and nightmares and pharmaceutical escapes, while our souls are tormented and hollow as the most beautiful flask with a crack along its base. 4. Restoration. The final judgment is a reconciliation of the nightmare we are dreaming to the life of living in harmony with the holy God of the undreamed, the true living God. We will be restored to pure spirit and filled with everlasting joy. The old earth must end. The new earth is the awakening. This life is the illusion. And that was inspired by the book of Revelation and the song by Styx, Grand Illusion. Going back to the short forms again, the tanka, I just learned that the tanka predates the haiku by at least 1,000 years, maybe a couple of thousand years. And here's a tanka poem for you. Stupid bluebonnets. White eyes blinking at traffic, vacantly laughing. Royal blue Texas carpet. My tears smother their joy. I thought that most people understood that the Fae is the culture or the race of fairy peoples. But in case you didn't know that, that's what the Fae is, the fairy race. And I was inspired by this by being not fitting in, and so I came up with this. It's called Beware of the Fae. We invited the fairy into our midst, thinking she was good and kind. She seemed so meek and harmless, but she had something else in mind. We should not have let her in, no way, but we did not know she was of the Fae. She was excessively cheerful and friendly, which we noticed right away. We found this trait amusing and thought we could let her stay, but others began to change in her presence. We knew there was something about her essence that we had to control, confine, and treat with dismay. We did not know she was of the Fae. Things turned better for a while with us, and it seemed she wanted to earn our trust. She stood quietly in the background, barely moving or making a sound. Now, if she had stayed in her place, maybe we could tolerate her race, but things did not stay that way. We did not know she was of the Fae. She began to wreak havoc with crazy thoughts and new ideas, talking about dreams and how she feels, telling others to step into the light, to take new risks and rise to new heights. At first we laughed it off, but then some fell under her sway. We did not know she was of the Fae. Preventing chaos should have been our main endeavor, but now it's too late and things have changed forever. Some stand up for what they believe is right. Some risk it all for the fight. Others began to pursue their own secret dream, muttering, "Things are seldom as they seem." We never knew it could turn out this way. We did not know she was of the Fae. Our warning here is plain to view. The Fae are not like me or you. You must treat them with grave suspicion, because they have a secret mission to change your life or brighten your day. Always be cautious around the Fae.